You come from a place where rules are printed in black and white, clear for all to see. You're told exactly what to do. But then you arrive in Japan, where signs often say vague things like be kind or act with care. Yet, this fuzzy system makes Japan's streets spotless, trains quiet, and daily problems vanish. How can something so unclear work so well? That confusion you feel? It's completely normal. And it happens because when people in Japan talk about the rules, they're actually talking about three totally different things all at once. First, you have the simple, written down rules, like traffic laws. Easy enough. But then you get those vague signs, like, please be considerate. It's written down, but it doesn't actually tell you what to do. How loud is too loud? You just have to guess. And the trickiest ones are the unwritten rules, the expectations you're just supposed to know. Things like reading the mood of a room. The real problem is that Japan mixes all of these together and calls them the rules. Even Japanese people admit they aren't always sure. So in this video, we're going to demystify that invisible system. We'll show you exactly how these hidden rules work and why they solve problems instantly. Alright, so what's the secret operating system running in the background of Japanese society? It's a skill called reading the air. This isn't some mystical power. It's the practical ability to sense the mood of a room. It's knowing when to speak up, and more importantly, when to stay quiet. It's feeling out what the group wants without anyone having to say a word. This single skill is what helps people navigate those vague signs and unwritten rules we talked about. It's the engine that makes everything run smoothly. But here's the part no one ever tells you. Even people who grew up in Japan don't have a magic instruction manual. They're guessing too. That's right. The process isn't about knowing the right answer from the start. It's about making a guess, getting it wrong, getting a quiet correction or a funny look, and then adjusting. You guess again. You learn. It's a skill you develop over years of real life, not something you can study in a book. Think about it. You have one rule that says, always be on time for work. But you have another unwritten rule that says, don't leave the office before your boss. So, what do you do when they conflict? There's no flowchart for that. The answer depends entirely on the air in that specific office, on that specific day. You have to develop a feel for which rule takes priority. This is why just handing someone a list of the rules doesn't work. Japan mixes clear laws, vague suggestions, and these unwritten social expectations all together. It's a system designed to be felt, not just read. And in a strange way, that flexibility is its greatest strength. It's how the culture can function and adapt without needing a million tiny laws for every possible human interaction. Instead, it relies on everyone's ability to just read the room. So what does this system actually look like in the real world? You see it the second you step onto a subway in Tokyo. The car might be packed, but it's almost silent. People are on their phones, reading, or just resting. You almost never hear a loud phone conversation. There isn't a rule that says, you will be fined for talking on the train. The rule is an unwritten one. Don't disturb the harmony of the group. Everyone reads the air and understands that a quiet commute is better for everyone. It's a problem that solves itself, instantly, without a single sign. Then you get off the train and walk outside. You notice the streets are spotless. But here's the weird part. You also notice there are almost no public trash cans. In many other countries, that would be a recipe for disaster. But here, it works perfectly. Why? Because the shared understanding is that you're responsible for your own trash. You just hold on to it until you get home or find a bin inside a convenience store. You don't throw it on the ground because that would create a problem for someone else. Again, the system fixes the problem before it even starts. These aren't just nice little habits. They are the direct result of millions of people constantly reading the air and choosing the action that benefits the group. It's a collective, unspoken agreement on how to share a crowded space with minimal friction. It's the reason why, when a train is delayed, people automatically form a perfect, orderly line without anyone telling them to. Everyone feels the situation and knows what needs to be done. No shouting, no chaos. Just a quiet, efficient solution materializing out of thin air. So how do you actually learn to do this? How do you get good at reading the air when there's no textbook? First, it helps to understand you're not dealing with just one type of rule. You're actually dealing with three. You've got the clearly written rules, like speed limits. Easy. Then you have the written but vague rules, like a sign that says, "Please be considerate." That's a bit trickier. But the real challenge comes from the third type, the completely unwritten rules. These are the ones that guide everyday life, the ones nobody ever tells you about. You just have to absorb them. And here's the secret. You can't study your way into understanding them. You have to live your way into it. It's all about observation. When you're in a situation and you're not sure what to do, don't look for a sign. Look at the people around you. The answers are almost never given in words. They're felt. They're read from the faces of the people in the room. Watch for the little things. A slight hesitation. The way someone creates a bit of distance. A look of discomfort that flashes for just a second. That's your feedback. That's the system telling you how to adjust. But here's the most important part, the one that should take all the pressure off. Even Japanese people get it wrong sometimes. They're often just guessing too. They didn't get a special manual at birth. They learned the exact same way you will, by paying attention, making small mistakes, and correcting course. So the goal isn't to be perfect. It's to be aware, to watch, listen, and be willing to learn from the subtle feedback the world is giving you. That's how you start to see the hidden system all around you. What once seemed like confusing, vague rules in Japan now make sense. It's not about finding a secret book of instructions, but about learning to watch and feel the atmosphere around you. Even locals are often just guessing, too, constantly figuring out these subtle cues by watching others and adjusting as they go. This understanding isn't about trying to become Japanese. It's about making Japan easier to get around, avoiding those awkward moments. And honestly, it's how this unique culture stays alive and understandable, even when people from other places arrive. We started this journey wondering how such fuzzy rules could make things run so smoothly. It felt like a real mystery. Now, you've got the key. It's all about this invisible language, a system of subtle cues. But we've only just begun to decode it. There are countless more hidden systems and deeper truths waiting to be revealed, waiting to make your experience here even richer. If you want to keep unlocking these secrets and get the ultimate advantage, then make sure you stick around and subscribe.